Oh, maybe the other side. Ripping apart my striking pad. Yay! Miigwech. All my relations. Oh. Minogajab, good morning. Wando is thank you in Cherokee. I'm not sure if it's Wende Aho because that's the Cherokee morning song. Wende Aho, Wende Aho. Wendy, Wendy, oh, 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 hey ho, yeah, yeah, yeah. Wendy, oh, Wendy, oh, Wendy, Wendy, oh, 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 hey ho, yeah, yeah, yeah. Wendy, oh, Wendy, oh, Wendy, Wendy, oh, 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 hey ho, yeah, yeah, yeah. Always done in 4 rounds. Wendy, oh, Wendy, oh, Wendy, Wendy, oh, 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 hey ho, yeah, yeah, yeah. One language, all my relations. Good morning and welcome. It's me, Wingish New Bay, Majanki Quay, your friendly, freaky ass, sweet grass water medicine woman, Christianna Carr, Chris Carr, superstar, all this beautiful divine being right here. Welcome, all you beautiful divine beings right here too. Yeah, I went up. I'm a little later on what I usually start, but had a shower and I thought, well, I better do this before I go up, and wanted to get one in before I get dressed. And my body is, and I'm not saying it's from the EEG, but ever since then, it's just this constant jittering in there. More so than usual. It'll be coming in like more like episodes. But it's just a constant, we go to pick up things are knocking over, and that's kind of like frustrating because it's not having control of your body. Huh. I'm not having control of my body. You have control of yours? You think so? Let's be gentle with them. The truth is, this is the only body we're going to get here, right? This is the temporary home for our spirit until we get back home with our creators, right? Creator. One creator of all. What is that for you? You have the right to believe whatever you choose to believe. Even if it's not the truth. Sometimes we believe stuff that's not the truth. Anyway, I didn't mix these up. Well, I started to, but I wanted to show you yesterday. I took these off the top. So, I did run them through there to cleanse them, but I just wanted to show you. Yesterday, the grandmothers and grandfathers right there with us all together, right? The sage is a self well expressed, right? When we express them through us. Art is your shield and power, and taking that vision. And look at that. And then we had the guide here too. Like, it was just powerful. Spirit is with us. We have to open up and let that in. Got to open up and let that spirit in. There goes that song in my head. Going up to the spirit in the sky. That's where I'm gonna go when I die. When I die and they lay me to rest, I'm gonna go to the place that's the best. Oh, patrol dances. Oh my goodness. What grade was that? Grade 5? Oh my goodness. Oh, I see a squirrel and a cardinal. My 2 morning doves were already here today. Okay, enough of that. Twitchy up my face and stuff. Okay, so I already mixed these ones up, so another little shuffle, and then we'll just jump and call right in. enough talking. I gotta get into some more talking and sharing. For those out there, I am qualified to do psychoeducational stuff. Qualified to teach. Ow. What's that saying? If those who can't do, teach, right? I don't have, registered psychotherapist yet, right? I'm in that track, but I don't have that, is it designation? This is not a resignation. The letters, so I'll put my own letters. BWG, begin within guide. That's what I call myself anyway, begin within guide. But I have been professionally trained and all that, and registered psychotherapist, it's a mutual safety thing, but it is an extra cost on that. So I'm going to have to start getting some monies in there before I can even start going for those kinds of things. I got to finish up. I got to do some makeup stuff too for my class so I can actually have my official certificates and diplomas and stuff. Steps, right? You gotta go those steps. You can't block it. But right now I need to build up, right? Building that expansion. I need to retreat right now. I'm in my begin within home, right? And I need to expand on this. That storytelling, the story time, sharing my stories. Maybe that's it, right? Maybe I'll start something that if you want to hear my story, right? It's gonna cost you. But I guess that is something that's fair enough, right? It's my private story to help others, and when I've shared freely with others, a lot of times it's been used against me. It's been more used as ammunition, not something to understand me more, but something to shoot me down, right? Here, oh right, this is what she falls for, so right, it's keeping track. She falls for this kind of stuff. Whatever, I don't know, right? We'll make it up in our heads as we go. Whatever. Just gotta focus on myself. Never mind everybody else. To each their own, right? Love yous all. Way over there. Calling in all of our energies from the east, path of illumination and clarity, place of fire, place of man. Calling back all of our energies from the south. It's the childhood, the waters, the emotions, place of innocence. I'm calling back all of our energies from the west. It's the physical, the earth, the woman, place of introspection. Calling back all of our energies from the north, the air, the mental, the wisdom years. Walk the red road. Our earth walk goes from south in childhood, right? Hey, sometimes we need to learn to retreat. We need to be told to have a nap. We want to just keep going and going and going, right? And it's like unlimited supplies of energy. But there isn't. Even children need that nap. They need to retreat. They need that rest. But we've been busying our children, keeping our children busy just like us. Whatever that is. So we need to return to that innocence and retreat and pushing them so hard. Learn what their levels are, where they're at. And how about that little inside? Let's not push that little anymore. That's a whirling rainbow of peace. Hopefully when we get up there, we've retreated, we take that time to integrate all that we've learned, all the colors that we've been through, our true colors, wrapping around us, whirling rainbows of peace. And then if we're all doing that, we're all becoming these individual whirling rainbows of peace, and we all unite together. That wholeness is achieved, and we see. And all the colors of the rainbow is needed. Every experience that we've had made us who we are today. And we don't like who we are today, that's up to us to change that, right? The only thing constant is change. Take comfort in that. Find peace in that. This too shall pass, for now, not forever, whatever that is for you. East to west is the blue road of spirit. And if we're having trouble with that, we can always call spirit in for help. Free will, right? If we're getting caught in our stories and it's not helping us to expand but keeping us contracted, right? But this is the stories, the unlimited stories, the expressions of the divine, right? The expansion, right? So many different stories, so many different lives, but of this one being. All the little children telling the stories and expanding on that. Right? Mother Earth, Creator, whatever that is. We expand. We expanded our families. We expanded ourselves. Look, we were talking about that yesterday. Weren't we? We keep trying to make copies instead of expanding on who we are. Expanding that. Going, oh, I like that. Let's make a copy. Because we, how's that change go for you? Storyteller. What do you tell yourself? Does this change help you expand or keep you contracted? What is that? East to west, blue road of spirit, always with us, always there, just like the sun. Sacred spiral came up yesterday too. And we go in that spiral. Circle. Okay, spitting it out. Sacred spirals, the whole earth. We think that the galaxy is just going in a circles, but it's actually spiraling. It spirals out, spirals back in, spirals out, spirals back in. Look at that. Everything's in these circles, these dances. We're building up these energies now, but we call in that spirit. When we're doing those dances and building up those energies, we're inviting in that spirit, right? Inviting in Creator, all that love, right? Letting that work through us. Because it's not coming from our own energy, really. We own nothing. Right? And we're part of everything. Right? It's not about possessions. Protection. From ourselves. Above. Below. Whoops. There's a below, right? Look at all those, the options. Let's laugh at ourselves in that healing. We prevent ourselves from our own healing. We stop ourselves from feeling. Let's laugh at ourselves. Or we think we're going to help somebody else by taking on their feelings. Let's laugh at ourselves. That's not how we do it. Up, below, within. Here we go. Turning around, we're turning around and around and around. Oh, we're gonna turn it around. We're spiraling up and we're spiraling down. We're going in, we're going out. We're everywhere, everywhere. We're going to shine it all out. I hurt myself. Oh, it's okay. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Be-do-dee-dee-doo-dee-doo. Yeah, the springtime is coming. You feel it in the air. The spring is here. Is it this Sunday the clocks, is it spring forward? Yeah, spring forward and fall back. We're springing up forward. We're springing it forward, and we're bringing it, we're bringing it, we're bringing it back. We're springing it, we're springing it, we're springing it up. Yes, this is swinging. Oh, yeah. Never down and out. You gotta feel it. Definitely gotta acknowledge that. And thank God I can pour my heart out there and not reject it. Never too much for the source. It's just tough. You know, I just want to get out and hang out. You know, when you need friends the most, I've been that crying shoulder, whatever. I don't want a shoulder to cry. I just want to go have some fun. Really. I want to stop my crying right now and swing it. You know, sometimes we need help. No shame in that either. No shame. And that's where I've got to work on. Not feeling shame when I've reached out and say, okay, need help? Can I? Oh, no, right? So that's fine. I'm glad it's that way anyway. You know, if I reach out to you and really you've got stuff going on, don't ever be shy to tell me, you know, oh, I got this other stuff. I am understanding. I know. I never expect anybody to drop anything for me or to go out of their way for me or to be inconvenienced. I don't want to, you know. If it's going to inconvenience you, please, you know. Just tell me that's okay. You don't have to tell me it's going to be an inconvenience or anything. That's not a good time. Whatever. I'm good with that. I'd rather that than going, oh, you're just too much to handle right now and your stuff, you know, all that stuff that you're going through. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm going through it. So that's hard. I can speak from that personally, right? You're going through this stuff. You're living through it in this moment. But it's too hard for somebody to watch you go through that, so they need to back off from you. You are going through too much, so I need to just go over here and let you handle that all on your own. Thanks for being there for me, though. I wish I could do that for you, but there's no way. I can't do what you do. Whatever. I mean, that's literally stuff I've heard. I mean, I'm paraphrasing bits, but almost direct quotes, almost. Some people's. I ain't considering anybody out because it has happened. It's more than one person, so it's never just this one. But maybe that's Creator saying, you gotta depend on me. Never mind. People let themselves down. It's not me. I think they let themselves down more than they let me down because I'm understanding. Anyways, I don't know. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? Have you been one of those? Have you been a shoulder to cry on and then you needed a shoulder to cry on and there was no shoulders around? Or vice versa. Have you used somebody's shoulder to cry on and then they needed a shoulder to cry on and you couldn't be there for them? You know, that's, Do you give what you receive? Oh, that was something that came up for me. The golden rule, treating people the way you wish to be treated, right? Do unto others as you'd have done to you. Well, what if we don't like ourselves and we believe that we should be punished and then we start doing unto others as we think should be done to us because we think we should be punished, we should punish others. So maybe that can be, right? Anything can be twisted though, right? We can look at anything, make it twisted. And we're in this world of, it's that gaslighting, I guess. That's the pandemic. Really denying ourselves. It's deny yourself. Work yourself to the bone for people in power that aren't doing it for everybody else. They're just doing it to fill their own pockets more. We're going to put on a show and say that we're, you know. I don't know, look at that, right? What does that mean to you? Like, because I always went by, oh, it's the golden rule. But that just something just came into my head. I think it was yesterday it crossed my mind. Golden rule, treating others. Do unto others as you'd have done to yourself. But if you feel you deserve punishment, are you going to treat others? Punish them. What is that? I don't know. Whoop! In her. What's that? That's stone people knowing records and knowing revealed, right? We can pick up a stone. There's our ancestors. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, right? This earth holds those memories. Those stone people, those record keepers. And we look inside of ourselves. Our littles inside are keeping those records. What is that? We go inside all of our little cells. And our DNA contains the whole history of the world. What is that? I don't know. Look at that. It's like, let's confront that in ourselves too. Let's look at our beliefs. Why do we believe the things we do? Right? And if we're like, that's the golden rule, like, can we look at things a different way? Let's confront that and go, wait a second. Wait a second. Do I feel like I need to be punished, so I'm treating others the way I feel I need to be treated? So I'm punishing others? What is that? Do I feel unworthy of love? So I'm going to pour that out to others, but I'm not going to let myself receive it because I feel unworthy? What is that? How are we blocking ourselves? We need to go and do those deep dives and have those records, those things revealed to us. Talk to that little inside. What is that little hanging on to? It's not the little's job to carry our adult shit. Right? Now that we're adults, maybe we didn't have one when we were a kid to listen to us. Let's confront that in ourselves. How do we keep abusing our own little inside? How do we keep shutting that down? What is that for you? What does that say to you? Oh, maybe I got to tip this back a little bit more. Oh. Hi. We're reflecting on the woman's side here. Reflecting. Just look inside. That's creative energy. There's parts of us that most of us deny. We see as the weaker side, but no. Maybe this is our stronger side. Maybe that's the new abilities. Showing our emotions. It's talking. Practicing, right? Communication. That's a big thing. I think we're all have a hard time with that. Okay? The communication. Saying what's on your mind. Saying what you mean and meaning what you say. Maybe we can reflect on that. How have we gone through our lives with that? What's that new ability? Letting that flow. Laughing at ourselves. Look at that. That 13 makes a 4, and that 4. Can you laugh at ourselves and see how we fooled ourselves with our own beliefs? Let's confront that. What we've taken on is the truth, right? What we think we know, but it's only a thought, right? But what is that true knowing that's deep inside of us? We all have that connection. Direct connection. We all have direct connection. No exceptions, right? The body is that piece of Mother Earth. It's that spirit that animates these bodies. Creator, whatever you want to call it, right? Let's laugh at ourselves that we think that Creator is so easily offended. A Creator is as easily offended as we are as human beings. Remember, when you're up there in spirit, is love. We come to this earth, to these physical beings, to feel those sensations, to feel feelings and emotions. Because as spirit, as source, it's just one. Spirit wanted to sense that contrast, right? Look at spirit exploring itself. So if we're made in the likeness of our Creator, why do we keep wanting to copy things? Make copies. Creator expanded itself. Creator expanded itself, contracted itself, and then expanded itself. And here we all are. An expansion of that, an extension of that, a reflection, an expression of all the things that Creator can be. And that potential is there in you and me. We're created in that image. So look at that. Take action from that. Act from that place, from that sacred space. What is that for you, right? This is what we can do. Here we are. It's all about that expansion, the storytelling, right? And expanding on our own selves, in our own minds, in our own lives, in our own, right? Sharing that light, shedding the weight, shedding and shifting the shit. Whatever is that, right? Maybe today's a day you share a story that might help others. Or maybe just to help yourself to get that. Let it hit the air. Let it have some witnesses. But is it who we're sharing our stories with? Sometimes we can share those stories. Again, some people want to hear your stories to learn how best to manipulate you. Where others want to get to know you. Right? And expand their vision of you, expand their perception of you, maybe seeing beyond their perception of you to see who you really are. What is that? Right? Look at if we integrate all those stories, we expand that wisdom, that knowledge that we have. We can laugh at ourselves if we think that we can't. We're all capable of this, right? 4 and the 5 over here. 2 and 9 make 11, right? Powerful messages here. We take that time and integrate. That's how we expand. We don't just jump. We don't become that overnight. We didn't become these characters here overnight. We didn't develop reputations overnight. Maybe. And did we develop those reputations, right? Reputations aren't based on you. It's based on somebody else's view, right? A reputation isn't based on you. It's based on somebody else's view of you. Right? Somebody else's perception. So let's expand on that. Let's go beyond the reputation. Let's focus on that character. The character of who we are. Right? Integrate all those experiences to expand. To be the highest vision of who we are. Of what we ever had for ourselves. Of what Creator had for us and all of creation. We're expanding on that, not just keeping to copy and repeat and repeat. Look at us. We want to be a bunch of copycats. We're human beings made each individually and unique, not the same. If we were meant to be all the same, we would have been made all the same, right? Makes sense, right? So embrace it. Embrace whatever you were made for. You know that. Connect inside to Creator. Confront your own connections. Confront your own life and see how these stories and these certain things that have been expanded on, how has your passion been expanded on, right? Have you been, trying to fit yourself into that square hole when you're a nice, supple, round, shapely shape, not just a bunch of squares? Somebody decided square was the way to be? Not me. Where are we going to separate this? Right here. Right here, down at the innocence. Innocence, that's right. See, we're expanding that highest vision, that unlimited vision that Creator had for us. We limit ourselves. Remember, spirit is limitless. The human body is limited. We identify too much with this human body. Though we're here, we need to respect it. This is Earth. A sacred space right here. This is our sacred space right here on Earth. Nobody can get in here. Not really. We can let the thoughts and everything, but they're not really in here. These are our sacred spaces. What's that unlimited vision that Creator had for us, right? Wow, are we trying to still fit in with those ugly ducklings when we're a beautiful swan? Right? Or are you a duck that wants to be a swan? You want to honk instead of quack. I'm just a quacker. I don't want to be a quacker. I want to be a honker, But you be who you're meant to be. With grace and ease. If it's not coming with grace and ease, then maybe you're trying to do something. It's not. Maybe you're trying to be something you're not. You're trying to climb that tree and you're a fish. Maybe it'd be possible for you to climb that tree. Sure. Right? Maybe you'd need some special equipment or whatever, or some help, right? You need to get on the monkey's back instead of the monkey being on your back. Get the monkey off your back and jump on that back. Get the monkey to carry you up the tree. Whatever. Where there's a will, there's a way. But hey, are you trying to make that happen when Creator's saying, look I need you to swim in the sea? Okay, because that's your part of the sea. That's why I put you in there. There's a purpose for you to be in that sea. What is that? I made the monkeys to climb the trees, right? It's okay. We got the tree climbers. So, right? Are we trying to be something we're not? Let's confront that in ourselves. If we're feeling miserable, is it because we keep banging on a door that's not ours? Do we keep going after something that, we're keep looking over here, but we're not expanding our vision over here going, oh, whoa, why didn't I look over here before? There it is. There's all the answers. But I kept trying to get it out from here. But it wasn't here. And all I had to do is change my point of view. Can you relate to that in your own lives? Can we confront that? Can we laugh at ourselves, though, when we've done that? Oh, my Jesus. That's right. Personal relationships, man, right? It's yours, too. You can say it, too. It's just like when we say our parents, that's my mother. This is my earth. Well, it's everybody's earth, right? This is my body. Well, see there. That's it. I don't have to share this. I have to share that out there. I don't have to share this if I don't want to. This be mine, right? Whole mine. Weirdo, but that's okay. I'm getting back to me. And I'm not afraid to love me anymore. Because I think you should love yourself too. I ain't no better than you. I ain't no better than anybody. I am just me trying to do what we'll sit here and do. Trying to figure it all out just like you. Having those unlimited visions. Look at that. The earth is eternally fertile. Right? We're confronting. That's what we're seeing. How we... where we thought we lacked, right? And we keep going and we keep pushing because we think we're going to lose out, or we're trying to save and save and save and hoard things away because we think it's going to run out. There's not enough. There's not enough for everybody. There's not enough to go around. The world's coming to an end. Ah, right? Let's look at that. Have we been letting fear lead us? Those are the records. We can confront that too. Have we been letting love lead us? Or is it fear holding us back? Let's confront it in ourselves, right? Do we face everything and rise? Or do we forget everything and run? What is that for you? And there's a time and place for it all. Fear is not a negative thing. It is there. It's a warning system. So we should listen to it as such and go, okay, is this a fear that, is holding me back? Because, false evidence appearing real, another one of that. Or, is this to get me to safety, right? Am I really seeing a saber-toothed tiger and I need to run to safety? Or is that a mirage and it's really just a little teeny kitty that just needs some loving? What is that? I don't know, right? But sometimes it's like, I'm not taking chances. I'm just out of here. So let's confront. Let's confront. What are we full of? Full of fear or full of love? What is that for you? And are you fearing that lack? Are you fearing you're not going to get what you want? Are you fearing that, you're going to run out of time, you're going to die before you get there? Hey, it's human. That's human, and that's okay. It's okay to feel that way, right? Can we laugh at ourselves about that? Let's look at the new abilities that we can face those fears, but not call them in. We can look and acknowledge, right? And it'll dissipate. That's it. Embrace it. Feel it. What are you afraid of? And then see, right? Are you just sitting in that worry rocking chair? Because no matter how fast you rock, you still ain't going to get nowhere. Right? So what is that for you? Can you laugh at yourself if you have done that? Just one, please. Ooh, what's the new abilities here we're reflecting on inside? So cultivating, nurturing. So that's the woman side that we have designated as the woman side over here. So in that woman energy, what's our woman energy doing? What are we laughing at? What's those new abilities? And we can laugh that we didn't think we had them. There we go. We're restoring balance. And there's the next one too. Thank you. We're going to leave that face down. That's the male one. Ow. Oh, that really hurt. So that's what we're reflecting on, restoring that balance. And let's laughing how we've thrown ourselves off balance, because we thought we needed it from the outside. We needed somebody else to do this for us. Right? We needed somebody else to tell us what our gifts were. We needed somebody else to tell us who we were. Or we believed them. Either we needed them to, or we just believed what they said. And we fooled ourselves. We go to school and they say, you need this, society, right? You'll work hard. But let's laugh at ourselves because it's about the minimum effort and maximum return, right? When we plant something, that earth is doing that work. We can't take credit for growing a flower. We didn't grow the flower. We supplied the space, the nurturance, the support. With the W's out there again. So let's look at that and let's restore that balance in our own lives. If we have given too much, it's not for us to go out and take. It's now to, let's retreat now from giving so much and giving so much. And why am I giving so much? Is this for that attention? Is it from the purity to help? All right, let's restore that balance. And you sit back and it's time to receive then. It's not go take it from others. But let's look at ourselves. Let's laugh. Because if we thought that we could buy somebody's love with gifts or whatever that was, if that's the case, or if we thought that we needed stuff, right? Let's harness and cultivate those new abilities inside. What is our life has been telling us? Integrating all those experiences, right? Dancer, that attainment, and see, right, how we have attained. We made it to adulthood. Woohoo! Woohoo! Right? Maybe this one came up too because we're like, we're on top of the world. Well, we are part of the world. on the top of it. We're not in control of it. We don't overpower it, but we can dance on it. We can dance with it. So we've got that heartbeat of Mother Earth. Look at, listen to the sounds and the music out there in nature. Ah, we're all part of this world. That's a true attainment when we accept all. Everybody belongs here, no exceptions. Dancer in the winds of time, right? The times in the winds of change, blowing through the winds of change. I can't, the beat is just not there, you know? That's an old song. That's a beautiful song. I love that one, classic. Anyway, that dancer. See, the Sufis did the spin. We did that grouse, right? Sometimes it's that dance they call it in, or there's sacred movements. We're building up those energies. Bodies were made to move and groove. Oh, yeah. And feel everything, right? Learn how it can move and, like, look at, discover. Oh, there's a whole world in here. Does that world help you expand or make you feel contracted, right? Because this is spirit. That's a major arcana right there, the world card in the traditional deck, or traditional tarot. 21, right there, we're adults, whatever that is. Time to party, whatever. It is that celebration time, that expansion, to see who you are. You are not that little one anymore. You're the adult. You are now in full control of your own life. Yes, you are. Oh, yeah, there's rules out there. Excuse me, but I go by the universal laws more than the man's laws. Excuse me. I will fear that more than anything. It's a lawsuit, but if it ever turned on me, which is not going to happen. Right? This is how. Where's that unlimited visions? We planted those seeds. What were those seeds that we planted when we were kids, you know? All those thoughts, those are all seeds. Right? But those ones we attend to, we keep going, right? It's like that old, is it Cherokee proverb about the two wolves inside? One's the anger and one's the kindness. The one that wins is the one you feed. What are the seeds that you have been nurturing? Can you laugh at yourself if you were nurturing the wrong seeds? You were growing the bad weeds, the devil's ivy? Whatever that was. I like the devil's ivy anyways. It's beautiful. But it grows. Can't stop it. That's the thing. Do we keep expanding? Are we limiting ourselves? Are we blocking our own growth? Let's confront that. Let's laugh at ourselves for all of that. A devotion to joy and healing, the apprenticeship of wolves. If we tune in and start loving, planting those seeds of self-love, loving ourselves the way Creator loves us, seeing ourselves the way Creator sees us, and then seeing all, expanding that vision to all. Right? But starting right here. Starting right here. It all begins within that devotion of love and healing in yourself. Because if we're all doing that, we're not going to take it from somebody else. We have our higher selves. We have our source here that's guiding us, that's channeling. However you like to see that. Maybe that is Jesus for you. Maybe that's my Jesus got my back. Whatever that is for you. Because that's a private thing. Okay? Your spirituality, your connection to Source, that's a private. We all have our own personal relationships with Source. Because we're all our own personal, unique expression of that Source. Right? Look at, if we're all made in the image of our Creator, wow! Look at the many faces of Creator. Aren't they beautiful? I just got to check these top ones now. Okay, let me see. Swept away, get swept away. What's under here? Bounty. See, we have that bounty and that master storyteller. Noticing the needs, noticing your own needs. And there's that I am again, not too far from the top. Look at that. We're building on that. We're restoring balance. And it begins within. It's within our own lives. And then it expands from there. We create that a ripple. It is the rippling effect. No, we'll put that upside down. That joy of healing, we're planting that seed of prosperity, of that joy of healing, devotion, right? Planting that seed of prosperity, devotion of joy and healing. And the earth is eternally fertile. We've got this, people. Okay, now it's time for me to go get dressed. Oh, love yous. Oh, yes. Free flowing on Fridays. Happy moon. New moon weekend. All right, biggest heart hugs. Oh, thank you for being you, shining your light through in everything you do. Because you know what? This world needs you to be you, fully, holy, and true. Expand on that unlimited vision the Creator first had for you. And how have you expanded on that too? Right? Let's see. We got this, peoples. Be that beautiful swan, or duck, or fish, whatever it is you are. Do it with grace and ease. Love you. Thank you.